3, 2, 1. Let's get started.
This is the podcast.
Welcome back to the Healthy with Heartland podcast. We have another special guest today, two-time Health and Wellness Consultant of the Year at Heartland Home Foods, Zach Hirsh. Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. So give us just a brief introduction. Who is Zach?
I would say right now, a big passion of mine is health and wellness. Really that has developed over the last 4 years or so in terms of my knowledge and going out and seeking all of this knowledge, reading tons of books, podcasts, things like that. Growing up, I was super heavy into soccer, played in High Point University. After college, got more into the party scene. The health and wellness kind of took definitely a back seat to a lot of things and put on a lot of weight over the years. And really then about 4 years ago, really started taking control back of my life. Working out a lot more, really getting into training, what I was eating, what I was putting in my body. That's kind of where things really took off from there. And then, came to Heartland, and it's been a fantastic journey.
It's fantastic. So before we get into what we're going to talk about in this episode, let's start with what are the eating patterns of most Americans as it stands right now?
Everyone's heard of the standard American diet, right? It's a lot of processed foods, the way a large majority of the country eats. And unfortunately, that's really why as a country we are where we are with health today. Obesity, diabetes, all the chronic illnesses. As humans, we're not designed to graze like that, right? You see cattle on a pasture grazing all day long. And I think especially over the last 20, 30 years, it's just become the culture. Kids these days, they eat all day long, but it was like 3 meals a day. There was time in between that. And now people eat all day long. So you're not giving your body a rest. Then you combine this with the garbage information that, we have to eat 6 small meals a day. That was never even backed by any type of science. It was more people thinking, if we keep eating, we'll just keep our metabolism going.
Very, very interesting perspective when you break it down like that. So on the flip side of that, and it seems like it's becoming more and more accepted, the general fasting concept. Give us an introduction to fasting.
Going back to the caveman, right? As human beings, I think we've evolved from, the feast and famine type of eating. It was, hey, you go out and get a woolly mammoth. You may have food to feed the village for, a week. And then, you might go 2-3 days without eating while you're out on the hunt. That whole hunter-gatherer kind of lifestyle that we evolved from. I truly believe that eating more of like a primal way, whether it's what you're eating or how you're eating, is really the way that we're designed. That's really where intermittent fasting comes in, and also time-restricted eating. Fasting's also become a protocol that a lot of doctors are using to treat different types of diseases. A lot of autoimmune protocol. Clinics that are doing extended 20-day fasts, 30-day fasts, all supervised by doctors, of course. Don't ever try that on your own.
Excellent. So there's different types, all different ways to do this. I know you've read a bunch of books and tons of research. So for somebody getting started, what's the basic way that they should start with fasting?
Just don't eat. Number one, it's free, right? It's one of the biggest impacts you can have on your health that's free. You don't have to do anything except don't eat. So I think getting started in that, it's really saying, okay, what works best for me? What's sustainable? Eating your first meal of the day at noon, don't eat after 10 o'clock. 8 to 10 o'clock, pretty easy.
Which really bucks the trend of everybody, everybody's heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Correct. I think fueling your body, yes, is so vitally important, but on the flip side, it's giving your body that time to rest. I also think intermittent fasting should be done intermittently. Don't rule your life around an eating window, right? A clock.
Yeah, I feel like that makes it sustainable too. You give yourself the flexibility. So right on the intermittent fasting, making these changes, what are the benefits, some of the science that's going to happen in your body by making these changes?
It's a great question. So once your body goes for a certain period of time without eating, right at about 16-hour mark, one great benefit that happens is what's called cellular autophagy. The cells will consume other damaged cells and use that as energy, right? So it's basically the cleaning out of damaged cells in the body, the resetting of the immune system that you get when you stop eating. What most people are living off of are insulin spikes. Every time you eat, you're spiking that insulin, spiking that insulin, and the body doesn't have time to actually calm down and repair itself. in those times when you're not eating, you're actually going to be elevated levels of growth hormone. Fasted workouts are fantastic, great for weight loss as well.
Wow, so general concept, basically you run out of food energy and then your body starts looking for other sources.
Correct. Your cells look for other sources within damaged cells. Your body starts tapping into your own stored fat reserves. So then you're able to actually burn more of that stored body fat.
Wow. So getting into the advanced side of things, what are some more advanced fasting techniques?
That comes into more like the prolonged fast. When you hear people that do a 3-day fast, 5-day fast, 7-day fast, when you get into a 3-day fast, you're basically going to be resetting about 78% of your immune system. And then when you take it even further, that 5-day, 7-day fast, getting even more into benefits of called NK2 cells, which are your natural killer cells, which actually in the body are basically going out and seeking out not only dead but diseased cells. So cancer cells actually destroying what's disease that could be forming in the body. There's so much good information out there. YouTube, Dr. Jason Fung's book, The Complete Guide to Fasting, teaching me a lot in every aspect of fasting, from time-restricted eating to prolonged fasting. You hear, oh my gosh, I couldn't go a day without eating. Why would I do that? Because we've been so conditioned, and it's more people's relationship with food that's the problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you might be hungry, cool.
So what, right?
Exactly. Start with 12 hours. There's a great app. Zero is one that I use. Hit start when the last time you have something to eat, and it's going to count your fast. If you don't eat before you go to bed, you wake up, you've just fasted for 8 hours. Add 4 more hours to that, and then you'll see the benefits. I think it's just getting back to eating more the way our ancestors did, and look at the way you eat. In terms of, and everyone should do this, whether you fast or not, just go 2 days and keep a journal. I think you'll be surprised with the times that you eat when you actually look back at this calendar and then say like, man, I ate at 7:30, I ate at 9, I ate at 12, I ate at 2, I ate at 4, I ate at 6, I ate at 10, and then just kind of look at, hey, how can I shrink this window down? And start with that. Don't change the way you eat necessarily, just shrink it down the time that you're eating, and you will see those benefits.
Great stuff. Well, that's Zach. Wealth of information. Hit him up, follow him on Facebook. Thanks for joining us today. And until next time, stay healthy with Heartland.
Stay healthy.